For almost a year now, I've been using the Huawei Matebook X Pro. It's been my daily driver, it's been great, but now we're getting a proper successor at MWC 2019 with the 2019 edition of the Matebook X Pro. Most of the new changes are actually underneath the hood. It now features the 8th generation Intel Core i7 processor, that's the 8565U. There's also a Core i5 version, and it comes in either 8 or 16 gigabytes of RAM, and you can choose between 256 to 1 terabyte of storage. And with the Core i7 version, it's going to be packaged with the NVIDIA GeForce MX250 discrete GPU, so at least there's going to be a bump over what we saw last year. So as a whole, the new Huawei Matebook X Pro is going to have better hardware. Besides that, the overall styling and design of the laptop is unchanged for the most part. The only difference is, of course, with the logo on the lid. It now just has the Huawei name as opposed to the previous one, but it still features the same beautiful looking design. It's premium, it's an all metal design, solid, and I like that it's still compact for a laptop with 13.9-inch screen. When you factor in the size of the screen, the weight, and the thinness, it's pretty impressive how much they're able to pack into such a frame. As for the display itself, no major changes here. The specs are pretty much the same from before. 13.9-inch full view display with a resolution of 3000 by 2000 pixels. Same 3:2 aspect ratio, and I have no complaints about it whatsoever. I love last year's display, and I still love this one as well, even though the specs are no different. It's detailed, viewing angles are great, and yes, it is a touchscreen, and they've also kept the same minimal bezel around the display. There's also the power button, which doubles as the fingerprint sensor. You have the same layout with the keyboard, chiclet style keys, raised, good travel, great feedback. They're backlit, and in one of the function buttons, you're gonna have the webcam. It pops up just like before, and it features 2 USB-C type ports. You have a USB-A, which is great because you could still use your old USB devices. Now, Huawei did add some new stuff to the experience. It's running in Windows 10. It now features this new swiping down gestures where you use your 3 fingers to do a screenshot. On top of that, it also has this new Huawei Share 3.0 experience. So basically, you could easily transfer photos, videos, and documents between the laptop and also a Huawei smartphone at a rate of up to 30 megabits per second. So you have features like One Hop, where you could record the PC screen, basically shake the phone to record it automatically. And on top of that, you also have clipboard sharing, where you could copy the text content on one device and then copy that over to the other. If you're still currently using last year's Huawei Matebook X Pro, it's not really worth it to get this new version, but if you're in the market for a top-notch laptop with a great looking design, a ton of features, and a lot of power, then yes, this 2019 version of the Matebook X Pro is definitely one to think about. And when you compare it against some of its contemporaries in the field, it's still probably one of the best out there when you factor in the pricing, the specs, and the design. Speaking of price, they didn't mention the pricing for the US market, but the Huawei Matebook X Pro will cost 1,600 euros for the Core i5 version with 8 gigabytes of RAM and 512 gigabytes of storage. And if you want to go with the higher end model, the Core i7 version, it's going to come packaged with 16 gigabytes of RAM and a terabyte of storage. That's going to set you back roughly 2,000 euros. And that is it for my quick hands-on look here with the 2019 version of the Huawei Matebook X Pro. I'm looking forward to checking it out. I've been using last year's version and it's been great. I've been using it for a lot of 4K video editing, no problems whatsoever, so I'm happy with it. So I'm hoping I'm gonna get even better results with the new version. So I'll catch you guys in my next video.